We begin our report with Israel, pushing on with its offensive in Rafah despite global condemnation. Gaza's Ministry of Health says at least 20 people were killed Tuesday after Israeli strikes hit a displacement camp in an evacuation area. The attack happened 2 days after another strike killed at least 45 people and set fire to a camp housing displaced Palestinians. Rafah is a city in southern Gaza where many Palestinians went to escape the war between Israel and Hamas. The situation is dire across the entire territory, and U.S. efforts to get more aid by sea using a floating pier have hit a snag. U.S. officials say rough seas damaged the temporary dock, and part of it will have to be tugged back to Israel to be fixed, which could take a week. Our Imtiaz Tyab has been following all these threads from East Jerusalem. Imtiaz?
Well, there have been incredibly tragic scenes in Gaza as Palestinians weep over their dead after another Israeli strike earlier today on a camp for displaced people in the southern city of Rafah that killed at least 20 civilians, according to the Gaza Health Ministry. Now, a short distance away at a different camp, local journalists report another deadly Israeli strike, saying that dozens of Palestinians have been killed and wounded in the two separate Israeli attacks just today on Rafah. Now, this is amid reports Israel's moving tanks into the city's center, while in the skies above, Israeli warplanes continue to drop bombs on what was Gaza's last safe haven. Now, Israel's Sunday night assault on the Tal al-Sultan camp, which killed 45 civilians and also triggered a massive fire, a fire which was unintended, according to the Israeli military spokesman, who also said that an investigation into the strike was now underway. Well, at least around 1 million Palestinians have now fled the violence in Rafah in the last few weeks alone. The mass displacement of civilians has triggered a humanitarian crisis the UN says it's struggling to contain, as U.S. officials say the $320 million floating pier will be out of commission for at least a week after part of the causeway broke away in rough seas and washed ashore on the Israeli Ashdod coast. And finally, pressure is only mounting on Israel following Sunday's deadly strike, with European leaders demanding an immediate ceasefire and as Norway, Spain, and Ireland formally recognize a Palestinian state, saying it was the only route to peace. John.
Imtiaz Tyab in East Jerusalem, thank you. For more, Ki Liu joins me now. He's the CEO of International Medical Corps, a nonprofit that provides emergency relief to those struck by conflict, disaster, and disease. He's also a former director of USAID's Office of Foreign Disaster Assistance. Thank you so much for being with us. You've been involved in managing the response team in Gaza. What's the latest you're hearing?
Thank you, John. Just to back up a little bit, International Medical Corps has been operating a field hospital in Gaza since January 6th. And since that time, we have been able to provide life-saving services to over 60,000 patients. Now, I was actually in our field hospital running it for about 3 weeks back in February and March, dealing with the military operations of Khan Yunis. I'll tell you that what's happening now in Rafah with the escalation of the military operations, as well as the closure of the Rafah border, has really pushed our operations to the limit. The earlier reports here in terms of just the 3 recent airstrikes over the last 72 hours, for example, this morning at 3:20 local time, that airstrike, we received 45 patients from that airstrike, 10 dead on arrival. That was followed around 2 p.m. with another airstrike that was about 20 meters from our guest house, where we received an additional 60 patients and an additional 20 patients who are dead on arrival. So it's taken a tremendous toll. I think all of the concerns that we have had about the military operations in Rafah, we're seeing it now in our field hospital.
So, Ki, is it what has changed, or help me understand if I've got this right? Before it was the number of people, of course, that were coming in as patients, but is it now the threat to actually even doing the medical work at all because these attacks are happening in such close proximity?
Yes. So since May 6th, we have seen just a dramatic increase in the number and the complexity of patients who are coming in our field hospital. For example, we're seeing a 600% increase inpatients who are coming in with gunshot wounds, 500% increase in terms of shrapnel injuries, 50% increase in burn victims. And on top of that, with the border closures, we're running out of medicines. We're running out of medical consumables. Items simple as medical gloves, we don't have access to. We have been able to get supplies from colleagues who are operating there, but it's in desperate need in terms of resupplying our hospital, as well as the ability to rotate our staff in and out. It's been weeks in terms of our inability to get people in, to get people out. So it's becoming more alarming on a day-to-day basis.
As a final question, is anything other than a ceasefire or a decision to not continue into Rafah going to change those conditions you just described?
I mean, I think our hope here is obviously that all sides to the conflict reach a conclusion. That said, as long as there is a conflict, we do hope that the safety and security of the field hospital, of our staff, of our patients are respected by all sides to this conflict, and that we are able to resupply and get in essential medicines and supplies as soon as possible. We have opened up a second field office in the middle area in Darabella. So we are prepared. We are able to scale up, but we do need to be able to have access to more people, more staff, and more supplies.
Ki Lu with the International Medical Corps, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.